welcome back to my channel. As you've probably guessed already from the title, this is a video all about my 3-month-old little boy Albi. So I'm basically going to do a bit of a chatty general update on how he's doing and how we're doing. First thing is, I've definitely noticed he is awake a lot more. He's just so alert, so active. And as you can see, he's starting to sort of like look around and kick about. He's very strong-necked, so he's always kind of like trying to move off you and trying to lift his head up. And we do tummy time, which is really good for him. He loves to be able to look around, he loves to be able to see what's going on, and he's so aware. He knows who his brother is and he loves to stare at him and smile at him. That leads me on to the next thing, which is smiling. Obviously, I think it was around 4 or 5 weeks he started smiling. He was really a happy baby from the get-go and he really did smile a lot. Maybe that's something to do with him being attached to me 24/7, that he's so happy. But I don't know, he is happy. He's a happy baby, aren't you? Aren't you? He's a handsome boy in there. He's a handsome boy. So yeah, so we're still exclusively breastfed, which also means we still co-sleep. I do keep getting told a lot that I am making a rod for my own back with this, and that it's going to get to a point where I want to sleep on my own and don't want him in my bed, but at this moment in time, it works for us, and it is so much easier whilst I'm breastfeeding than having to get up 6 or 7 times a night. Whereas now I can kind of roll over, comfort him, feed him, and not actually have to wake up fully, so it doesn't disrupt my sleep too much. And with having a 2-year-old toddler who's going through the terrible twos, I really need my sleep, so I obviously can't catch up on my sleep during the day or anything like that. So I think this time I have been a bit more lenient with the whole sleeping situation, but you know, it's working for us and that's all that matters, I think. I started to show an interest in toys as well. I started to just buy him like really simple toys. A few of the things are like a rattle. Kind of shaking the rattle around his face and by his ears, and also getting Jake to shake the rattle around him. It's all good for like his senses. You do the whole like activities where you go to sensory play and stuff like that. You can kind of recreate that at home with like a rattle and tinfoil paper and stuff like that, and it gets him aware of these different sounds and different textures, and it's really good for his development, and I think he really enjoys it. He especially enjoys it when his brother gets involved, and there's lots of smiles and lots of very cute and proud mummy moments at those times. Another one of the toys that I'm absolutely loving for him at the moment is this little kind of like a mini play mat almost, and this was from Aldi and it was only around £3 I think, and it's got all these sort of like, it's got like the sort of taggies at the top, it's got these little things that they can like tease on, so they're like rubbery and soft. Then it's got obviously the big lion face in the middle, so he's kind of going to recognise animals, and it's also textured, so there's like rustly bits and soft bits and bits that make random noises basically, and he really likes that, and the bright colours obviously gather his attention. We've also been buying him a few teething toys because he has started teething and he's constantly got his fists in his mouth, and I don't know if he'll move his fists now, but there, can you see? So he's constantly like this most of the day, and he's got them fists right up in that mouth. And he's forever sort of like, you know, chewing and really sticking his fist in there. He was also doing this where he looks a little bit like mini-me off of Austin Powers, and he is there like touching his hands, and he also like tries to reach and grab now, which is all a good sign. So he's definitely hitting all of his milestones, I think, as he should. Obviously, if you will have watched one of my previous vlogs about him going to the hospital, he does have extra bones in his fingers, but we have found out now that his operation for that won't be till he's 12 months old, which I'm so happy about, because look at his little munchkin. We couldn't put you on an operating table, could we? Could we? No. No. He's very responsive to my voice and me. He instinctively knows when I've left the room. He also loves to have bath time with me, which is such a bad habit, I know, but at the same time, it's so nice and relaxing, and he really likes it and I really like it. So I feel like if I'm sort of like sacrificing my own time to spend a little bit more time with him, I don't really think that's a bad thing, and I think it's kind of my choice. I do get a lot of comments about doing things like that, oh, you know, you're gonna make him off your own back, he's not gonna want to go to anybody else and all this. But I mean, he will, and he does, and he happily sits with his dad. He'll happily go to anybody else when we go out, not for long, but he's breastfed and they don't smell like milk like I do, so I think that's the only attachment, to be honest. As you can tell, because he's a beast. He's gaining very, very well. He is still on the 95th centile for his weight. I mean, he is a chunk, so he's definitely doing really well with that. And also, what else? What else have you been doing? What else have you been doing? What else should we tell our little friends on here? What else have you been doing? What else have you been doing? Are you going to crack a smile? Oh no, he's going to crack a cry. We've also found that he's very, very vocal. I'm really trying to catch it on camera, but of course he's a typical child, and anything cute that they do, they tend to do as soon as you put the camera away. So when it comes to, when I have tried to catch him cooing and kind of like talking to me on camera, he's just automatically, as soon as the camera's in front of his face, he's like, well, where's mum gone? So he's obviously just personally doing it to my face and to my facial reactions, and the fact that I'm talking to him, he's kind of like trying to talk back. And I never really noticed that with Jake. I felt like with Jake, it was more, I mean, he's got over about 6 months old before he started to make proper sort of sounds, and he is so like vocal, it's unreal. Like, I can't even believe how vocal he is at all. It's also like another little milestone he started to hit, which is really good, but it's also like really sad because I'm like, no, stop growing up so fast. I don't think he's going to be my last baby. I think we definitely want 3. I don't feel done, and I feel like you need to feel done, and I just feel like this is not my last child. Like, he's growing up too fast, and I can't imagine never having another baby after him. It seems so strange to even sort of think like that, so it's kind of one of those things. Myself, 3 months post-birth wise, I am doing fine. I have had no problems, and I'm pretty much healthy. As healthy as I can be anyway, and yeah, I think both of us are actually settling into this whole adjustment really well, and he just kind of slots into the family. And I mean, it's hard, it is hard, and there are days where I do sit and cry because I'm like, geez, this is hard, like this is really hard. But there are also days when I sit there and go, oh, why do I moan? Why do I stress? Why do I get annoyed? Like, it's such an amazing thing to do, and just seeing the love between the two of them as like brothers is just so like heart-wrenching, and that just makes it all worthwhile. We are definitely enjoying these last, you know, these last 3 months. They've flown by, but also they have been so amazing and really great and really good, and I really enjoyed watching another one of my little babies grow up. It's so sad. I'm gonna get all emotional. I swear I've still got so many pregnancy hormones running around my body, because I'm like, I literally cry at everything. So yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything for Albi's 3-month update. I'm definitely going to start doing these once a month, because I think it'd be quite interesting for myself to kind of look back on and sort of compare to if we do have another one, and sort of compare to like Jake as well. So hopefully they won't be too boring for you. But yeah, that is pretty much his whole sort of 3 months in a nutshell, really, because I suppose he's kind of now coming out of that whole newborn stage where they just eat and sleep. Interesting and a little bit more fun because you get to start to play with them, and they just seem to like run with it when they get to 3 months, and they just keep hitting these like milestones after milestones, and it's just so fun and such a fun time. So although I really want him to stay small, I also like can't wait for all the firsts. Like, I find them so like, I don't know, fulfilling. But yeah, so that's basically Albi's 3-month update. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and give me a comment and let me know how your little babies are doing at 3 months old, if you have them, or if they were 3 months old years ago, a bit like my big boy upstairs, which is so sad. Then let me know what they were like at 3 months and see if I can kind of compare with yours and see what differences there is, because every baby's different. No two babies are the same, as they say. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what all of your babies were like if you're watching this, and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's it. I mean, that's it. That's the end of the video. And I don't know why I'm being a weirdo today, because I'm kind of happy because I cleaned my house and I got dressed and I put makeup on, so I'm doing good. I'm like superwoman today, full on superwoman mode. Although I did fall down the stairs, so I'm kind of not full on superwoman mode just yet. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there, because otherwise it's going to be a super long video again that I'm going to have to edit, and it already takes me about 4 hours to edit these days. So yeah, end of the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a nice comment if you want to. And I will see you again in my next video. Bye!